Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, I'm Spirit Medium Laura, your host of this radio show. I've been channeling Spirit for over 30 years and recently was chosen for the 2014 book, 100 Top Psychics in America. Here's how to LOVE love your readings on this radio show. L is for let Spirit lead. O is for only one question or connection per caller. V is for validate all advice with a licensed professional. And E is for enjoy the show. Stay tuned for additional announcements. Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura. Welcome to the show. This evening we will be doing both psychic readings, that means about your own life, as well as mediumship connections to the other side. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I did the most wonderful meditation before the show, so if I sound a little bit more breezy than usual, it's because of that beautiful meditation. And it's inspired me in a creative way to give a mood for the show in the terms of a color. And the color for this show this evening will be a beautiful lilac, violet, purple. That's the mood for this evening. And the message for this evening was channeled through as I sat there just being moved a bit by the music. Something channeled up. And the message for everyone this evening is, and everyone listening to this recording in the future is, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and others. Do not try to fit in to others' ideas of who you should be. Always be yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Always love and be yourself. Recently, I was guided to, and I mean literally guided. You know, Spirit can guide us in many ways by having ideas plugged into our head, pumped into our head, by hearing a phrase, somebody says something to you, or you see a sign, or you're coincidentally forced to do something. And over a period of about 1.5 years or so, it seems that Spirit has been guiding me to feel better physically. If any of you have been listening to this show for a while, or maybe you've come in and out over a period of at least 1 year to 1.5 years, you might have noticed that in 2013, I got sick 4 times with a very, very strong upper respiratory infection. And I tried a number of different things each time this happened, as well as dragging around, always so tired. Well, finally I realized I probably needed to have my air conditioning vents and my air conditioner, as I live in Florida, checked for mold and mildew, and indeed that helped quite a bit with my health. Then, for some reason, through a series of coincidences, I was forced to go off of bioidentical hormone replacement, as I am of the age where that would be diagnosed by certain physicians. And I tried to replace it with some quote-unquote natural remedies, like taking black cohosh, for example. And the side effects for my body taking those types of herbal remedies was worse than perhaps going through the rigor of menopause would have been. So I finally was forced to go without anything. And the irony of it was, I didn't need anything. So I started to realize I must be giving my body a lot of extra things, extra vitamins, extra this, extra that perhaps I don't need. And while I'm starting to get to that idea, a dear friend of mine, invites me to a vegan restaurant. And part of the evening was to agree to listen to a presenter about the health benefits of eating a whole-based plant diet, not only for the animals and the humaneness of it, but also for the health reasons of it.
And I'm sitting there, and of course I was crying because he showed some very, very horrendous videos about the way animals are treated. But I'm thinking to myself, there's no way, I'll be able to eat like this. I always veered towards vegetarianism, or at least pescatarianism, which is only eating fish as far as a flesh product goes, but never fully given up dairy or any of that. Anyway, along the lines of being led and being good to myself and being kind to others, including animals, all of a sudden one day I just looked at the chicken, and I looked at it, I'd cooked it, and it just didn't seem right. It didn't taste good. And I had this realization again that I was eating foods that were toxic for my particular body. So since then, I've given up all dairy, all eggs, dairy, meat, flesh products, including fish. Now, I'm not going to go cold turkey. There'll be some days where I will have a relapse, if you will. But I want to report to you all that as I've done this, immediately my energy soared. I feel a little like I'm high. I feel very, very good. I feel very rested. My head is cleared. When I sleep at night, it's a clearer kind of sleep. I hope that this is lasting. I hope it's lasting. And the final conclusion is I think a lot of people that go through menopause and have a lot of very bad symptoms, it's because they're not eating enough phytoestrogen foods, of which soy would be one. And I know there was this big scare that soy is estrogen. Well, it's not estrogen. It's a phytoestrogen, and your body will utilize it to balance your hormones. And ergo, women in Japan have very little breast cancer and very little signs of hot flashes, or they don't go through very stressful menopause. And also people who live in Okinawa, which is a part of Japan, I think they have the most per capita centenarians around the globe. And so their diet is very much vegetarian with fish, but vegetarian based, vegan based actually. So there's a lot of health benefits to all this, and the moral of the story is be kind to yourself, all of you, each one of you, be loving to yourself, do what's right for yourself, and in turn be kind to others. Think in terms of kindness all the time. What's the most loving thing to do for yourself and for others? I don't know if I should tell you all this or not. I'll just give you an example. There's a woman, and I won't say it. It's too upsetting. I won't say it. So a few little announcements about the show this evening. If you want to get into the reading queue, I do have a couple of donations. I will take people that are simply waiting in line. But I also take people who donate. If you really, really need to be getting through to me, then go ahead and donate. And there's a website for this show called spiritmediumtv.com. An item 1B on that page allows you to make a very small donation, $5 only, jumps you to the top of the queue, and helps in part to, it goes in part to charity, the Humane Foundation, which is for animals. Also, for listeners of this show, I also have a radio reading sale of 30 minutes, one full third off. 1/3 off, 30 minutes. Go to simply number 1A on spiritmediumtv.com, and you may purchase that if you are a listener of this show. And last but not least, there's two more things, not last but not least, two more things. Number 2 on spiritmediumtv.com, item 2 on that page, that website, allows you to watch this show live, which is basically my head in front of a beautiful screen, simple screen. But some people like to see, they're very visual, so seeing rather than just hearing me might be a little bit fun for you. So go ahead and look at me on spiritmediumtv.com, item number 2 on that page. And item number 3 allows you to go to our training class, which we usually have after this radio show on Monday nights. Tonight will not be one of those nights, as I'm teaching all different kinds of psychic development classes, primarily geared towards mediumship, because that's primarily what I am. And there's only 4 classes in a series, and this is a longer month. This is actually the 5th Monday in June. We just finished, so we don't have a class tonight. But next Monday, the 7th of July, by the way, happy 4th of July, everybody. But on the 7th of July, after this show at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be having the beginning class called Clairvoyance. Clairvoyance, that's clear seeing for mediumship. I call all the classes for mediumship, but each of them can be taken just for its own sake. Or a continuing process to continue to open you to become a medium if you'd like, as a mediumship is one of the more advanced skills if you're psychic. So next week we will be reading auras in that class if you'd like to come, and I probably will have a little snippet of the class as I want to do during this time in this show, which is 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I might have a little snippet about auras then. Okay, so let's see if there's any other announcements. Oh, it's very inexpensive to attend these virtual classes. They're all online. At just $60 for 4 of them. Okay, or if you just want to drop in for one, it's just $20, and they're high quality. You will get a presentation. Quite often I use music and creative exercises to go along with the psychic exercises. So it's fun. We have a lot of fun. I don't like to have a lot of people in the class. I've already got a number. Well, I've got about 3 or 4, so we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go to Bonita, who, if she's in the queue, here she is, Bonita. Oh, Bonita. Hello, Bonita.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, love?
I'm doing good.
Good. So you made a donation.
Well,
go ahead.
I did. I did make a donation.
Thank you very much.
And I got your email. You're welcome.
What can I do for this evening?
And my question is, I am in the process of looking for employment.
Okay.
And I want to see if you can see anything around that. Will I be getting it soon? Anything you can tell me. Just, I'm basically open.
Sure. I feel a little bit discombobulated, maybe because I'm half in a trance right now, so forgive me if I was stilted when I first opened your line, but thank you for your donation, and thank you for your registration for the first class next week in the clairvoyance class. I believe you're registered for that, so good, thank you. Okay. So for some reason, as I touched your energy, I heard something about moving. Okay, I know you're asking about employment, but have you also been thinking about moving, or that you might have to move for employment? I just want to clear that out.
Well, I need to move because I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I have children, and so I need a bigger space. So that's part of the conflict that I have. I have 2 conflicts: my job and the house.
Oh, okay, all right.
Those are 2 things that I'm.
Yeah, because I think the moving needs to be taken care of first, but let me just double check that, okay? Because you're all, I think that it's upsetting your energy, and it's hard for you to focus on anything, including getting employment. I have a sense of everything up in the air. I mean, literally, a lot of confusion, maybe because you don't have enough space or something, but it's very, very upsetting to you right now. And I feel around you like a lot of irritation, like confusion, things underfoot, things.
That's my job.
That's your job now? Okay. If things underfoot, things very disorganized, everything's always in an uproar, an uproar, an uproar. So you're trying to leave that job that's in an uproar. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do about that, Bonita. You have many opportunities, and it shouldn't take very long. The problem is if you call it your job, you must take home some of that stress with you because it's in the home also. The problem is trying to clear your head out so you can look for a job, because it feels like when you get home, you do have 2 children, you said, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like you don't have time. That's what I'm hearing.
Right.
You don't have time. So this is what you need to do. You need to carve out of your schedule an hour every evening where like the kids have to be somewhere else. They have to not bother you, and everything needs to be, you have to get organized. You have to force it. for now, so you can give yourself that time, at least 1 hour a day, to really focus on applying for the right positions. I feel that you've allocated this to someone, maybe an employment agent or something like that, but I feel that you need to take more of the driver's seat for this, because I don't feel allocating it to another is going to be able to bring you in the job that you want. I think you need to do some of the footwork yourself. Does that make sense to you, Bonita?
Yes.
Okay. So so organize your time a little bit more. I know it's hard to do, but you're going to have to carve out an hour every night to go look at the class, however it is, it classifies the ads, wherever you know there would be a listing of jobs, and you need to apply directly. And I don't feel whoever you're working with is really doing much for you specifically. I feel that they're a little bit lackadaisical. So don't wait on that. Okay, don't wait on that. And I know, I know you haven't heard much from them either. So don't wait on that. You have to do it yourself, and it won't be that hard. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start seeing some results from that. Okay. All right, and it won't be that hard. I also hear that you need to take time while you do that for just like almost loving yourself, my dear, putting yourself first, taking time out of your schedule. While you're doing that, you also need to take time to give yourself some nurturing. Okay, so maybe a hot bath after you're done with that in the evening. Maybe, how old are your kids? They feel like they're underfoot right now. How old are they?
They are 12.
Oh, okay. So they're around enough.
I have twins.
Oh, how nice! How nice! Yeah, but they're around. So you need to find. I think from like 9 p.m. on every evening, like from 9 to 10, maybe you can work on the job thing, or 9 to 9:30, and then from 9:30 to 10, take a hot bath. Okay. Okay. You have to reward yourself with something nourishing and nurturing afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
All right, honey.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Have a wonderful evening, Bonita.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Thanks.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love. Yeah. Okay. And so we have a couple other donations. We might even have some I don't know about yet. Susie B is another donation, but I think she's talking to someone. Susie, your line is open to talk to somebody. Do you want me to come to you? Let's see if I can bring her in. Susie? Oh, Susie was in the middle of it. I'm sorry.
It's okay, yes, dear.
Okay, because you're the second donation. Thank you so much, Susie, for your donation, love. Susie B is...
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Susie B is one of my dear friends, and we met here through Blog Talk Radio, and she so kindly volunteered to help me with the phone lines, and she's also a spiritual worker extraordinaire and a spiritual believer extraordinaire. Is there anything you want to announce or promote about yourself before I get to your question, my dear?
I'm just going to say that I'm going to be on the air. My show is called Angelic Whispers with Margaret and Susie, and we are on the Be the Light Now radio network on BCR. And we will be on from 8 to 9.
Tomorrow night, right?
So, yeah, sure. So we welcome your calls and your listening, and hope to have you a part of our show. So thank you very much, Laura.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you. Now, there's somebody by the name of Cindy who made a donation. I'm trying to find her here. I think I'm not sure if her spelling is Sindee. But I see a Cindy on...
That's probably, I spelled it wrong.
Okay, I'll come to you. Thank you, Cindy, for your donation. I actually have a couple of people in front of you, though, so let me just get to them first. Oh, wait, I still have you. So, do you have a question? Do you have a question for me, my love? Or I feel almost embarrassed to ask you because I'm talking to a person who does readings for people.
What? Oh, no, but as we've discussed, it's very difficult to accurately read yourself because perhaps your energy of willingness and wanting to have an answer go one way, and it doesn't turn out to be very accurate.
Yeah, it's really hard. It is. It is. It's hard to read for yourself because we're not impartial. Okay, sweetie. So what can I do for you?
Well, I know that we've discussed about what's going on with me non-romantically, and
Okay.
I just wanted as we know, we really can't read what the future holds, but hopefully you can see the energy that I hold around me. So let's just see if we can be hoping for some action sometime too.
Oh, you're so cute. Well, all right. So she's asking about love. What's going to happen with that? Well, she wants me to tell her future, but she doesn't want to ask me to tell her future because we had a lecture. I gave her a lecture yesterday about that, which I'm going to give everybody right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't do fortune telling on this show. We love you dearly, your guides. We all love you dearly, but we don't do fortune telling. At times, we do have futures to tell people if it's for your highest good, or there's some decision or growth from it. Everything's about growth, and that's how I work. And I'm naturally predisposed to that, as I was raised by a psychic myself. My mother used to love to put the tarot cards out and like sit me down there, and I used to say, I don't want you to read my future. I just naturally wasn't inclined in that direction. So in any event, the bottom line is yeah, right. I could tell you that story. It's an article I wrote today also because of you. I wrote the article. So
I'm so glad that I'm at least inspiration for you.
Yes, you are, and you're more than that, my dear. You're much more than that. So the bottom line, so let me just take a quick look at your energy. Actually, I'm going to take a look at your aura. That'll be fun to see.
Yes.
Interesting. There's like this right across your abdominal area. I've never seen this in an aura before. There's a beautiful rainbow. It's like goes across horizontally of light. It's violet light, violet pink light that goes across the front of you, like as if they're just showing me one area, and it goes to your sacral chakra, the abdominal area, and the cervix. And of course, we know that you've had something done there recently. They're also saying something else about it. That's a karmic issue for you, not just from a health perspective, but also an emotional perspective. A clearing of the past, As you let go of the past, you let go of the karmic issues, you allow new light to come into your life. You allow new opportunities to come into your life. We are working on healing you at this level now, therefore the violet ray. Now, violet ray is something important. Okay, violet ray in spiritual teachings is the highest ray. Those that come in from the violet ray are light workers. They work through us light workers on earth to help heal and also move us to a miracle frequency. It's part of the ascension energy. It's also Saint Germain's energy. And there's also an archangel that's associated with Saint Germain. I just don't know who that is. You might know better than I because I don't do angel stuff. I don't use the angel terminology. But that light ray is working with you. These are seventh ray beings. They're light ray beings. They're working to heal you at a karmic level, let go of soul contracts for karmic issues. So right now you're working through a lot of karmic issues. You are at a soul level really trying to release them. So what I would suggest, because the only way you're going to be bringing in something positive is to be able to let go of all this other turmoil, which is karmic issues being worked through. So what you need to do on a daily basis is do clearing exercises, energy exercises, and prayer. Okay? So what I would recommend for you to do is to send violet light through your sacral chakra, praying that it be cleared and that all karmic blocks that are preventing you from releasing that are now released. You may call upon Saint Germain because Saint Germain is supposedly an energy from the seventh ray of light that can clear everything at a miracle level. So it's symbolic. I know it's symbolic. I like to keep everything real, but symbolism is everything. Energy is everything.
Yeah.
So now you should take a light meditation beforehand so that you're in an alpha to theta brainwave state. you can find a YouTube meditation. I was just listening to one that made me really feel great. And then lie yourself down. Imagine this beautiful violet light going through you, particularly at the sacral area, and asking for healing light and release. Do it on a regular basis every day, and also ask that your love, that you clear the past and that new love comes in for you. Ask to be let go of every single thing that's blocking you. Then you know that you can be released because you want to be. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So just keep affirming that. I now claim my power. I now release the karmic blocks. I am now cleared, and I thank you, Violet Flame, 7th Ray, Saint Germain, for clearing me and opening my heart to new love. Also opening myself to knowing that I am lovable. Okay? Remember, the message that was channeled in is to be kind. Be kind, love yourself. So love yourself. Feel that love. And this is for everyone, this message. Feel that love. Every message this evening is for everyone listening, including the person getting the message. That's the way this show is being run this evening. And it should be every night, but just so happens they put me in this mindset. So you can clear the past, you can clear the blocks. This is a tool to do so, my dear.
Okay, very good.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you so much, love, for your donation and for helping me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, dear, very much.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, moving to Colita, who made a donation. Hello, Colita. How are you, darling? I'm great, but it sounds like you're in a lawnmower. Your voice is being churned up.
I'm sorry, I'm actually in a car on my way home now.
Okay, when will you be home? I can pick your line up later.
Okay, I can call you back in a few. I'll be home in like the next 4 minutes.
Okay, great. Call me back, and then I'll see your number there. And meanwhile, I'll go to Cindy. Okay. Thank you, love. Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, I'm going to Cindy. And by the way, we don't have that much time left, but if there's a lot of time, Cindy, you disappeared. Oh, there you are. For some reason. Hi, honey. How are you? Your name disappeared, but there you are, 832. Okay, what can I do for you, my dear?
I wanted to see if you could give me any advice on a career situation. I actually moved from where I was living for the past nearly 20-something years to come to Brighton Beach. I was hoping to find work here and kind of follow.
Okay.
But I'm not. It's been a month, and I got some leads, but it's kind of everything's kind of dropped.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if you see anything.
I just want to ask you something. I know another Cindy who spells her name your way. Are you that? I guess you're not because you just moved here. So guess what? There's another Cindy in Southeast Florida that spells her name the way you do. And
I try to make it a little different than everybody else.
well, I happen to know this other Cindy who spells her name the same way. She, by the way, is in real estate. Okay, so let's get to your you and your findings. Finding work. You've been here a month. You've settled in a bit. You're liking it. You're digging it. You're liking Florida. That's a good thing. Yeah, man, this is a cool place. Now, if I could only find work. Well, let me see.
Right.
Okay, now is your father down here? I feel a male around you.
Yes, he is.
Okay, he's really helpful to you, I guess, at least for moral support and companioning, and also directing you where to go. Okay, let me just see something. You're in Boynton Beach. Hold on. I feel that you're willing to take almost anything right now. Is that correct, love?
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Yeah, and you've been looking. I think you've been looking in service-oriented occupations, as backup to what you'd really like to do, like I don't know, something maybe retail or waitressing, whatever it might be. And everything is slow now because it is the hotter season in Florida. But so they don't want you to give up. Let me just see something else. There feels like there'd be something that's. It caters more towards the tourist industry that's down here, and also, I don't know, beaches or something like that. So, and it also, yeah, something like that, something to do with beaches and the hospitality industry. So look in that direction. That means hotel. It means something near the water. I think that something like that would be opening up for you sooner rather than later. Have you looked into anything like that, honey?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, that's a lead I'm giving you, is to look into that. I feel closer to the water than where you are, like in the beach area. There will be something opening up for you soon. It's like hotel or catering, something like that. It's like a hotel thing. Let me just see. I happen to know this area, everybody listening, because I live down here, and I've been here since 16 years I've been here. Let me just see what hotels might come to mind, if I can give you one in particular. I see something in the Delray Beach area. There's a Marriott, and there's also the Seagate Hotel. Those are two to look into. And I hear front desk, so you might want to look into that. I also thought of this beautiful, huge resort in Boca called the Boca Raton Resort and Country Club. That also comes in to mind. So those areas, the more affluent hotels and all, although Florida is seasonal, as you know, but places like that always seem to have clientele. So those are the three that come in for me to tell you about. There's also a male that's close to you, either a brother or friend or somebody that you're going to run into. I feel it's a brother that's younger than you. You have a brother?
I do, but they're both older.
Okay. Maybe a friend of your brother or something. It seems like a male that's younger, and even if they don't live here, they may know somebody, some of your older brothers. It seems like through a man that's filial in nature, brotherly in nature, a friend of one of your brothers is something else. You're going to be hearing something as well. So, just keep working all your channels, and I do feel that within 2 to 3, I know this is going to sound a little longer than you'd like, maybe, but 2 to 3 months, I do see that you'll be gainfully employed. It's something that you really like, that has a party atmosphere and is a lot of fun.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds fine.
Yeah. If it's in the hospitality industry, it'd be great. So, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Cindy. God bless. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so now let me see if we've got Colita back in the queue. She's not here yet, so let me just make sure there's no other donations. Okay, fine. Now I'm just going to go take somebody who's waiting in the queue. And we do have a wonderful person waiting in the queue, and it looks like it's Sherry who's been here the longest by the number of minutes waiting. Sherry, hello.
Sherelle.
Sherelle. Sherelle, hi, honey. I was trying to make it French by saying Cherie, but it is Sherelle. Oh, it's Charlotte?
Cheryl, Sherelle.
Sherelle. Okay, Sherelle. Okay.
Yes, Sherelle. Hi, how are you this evening?
I'm great, and how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking. Yes, I was wondering, did you pick up anything as far as the guy I'm dealing with, messages from the other side, or job opportunity, anything you can tell me that I need to know?
Okay, well, if nothing comes in, then I want you to percolate on a question. Let me just see, though, Cheryl.
Okay.
Sure. Hold on, honey.
Okay.
I do feel that I don't know if this is from the other side or what, but the first thing that comes in is something about a mother figure for you. Either you're thinking about your mother, or there's something to do with your mother, and there seems to be a traumatic loss around your mother. Does that make any sense to you, please?
When you say traumatic loss, my grandmother passed away. I was very close to my mother. So is that maybe a conclusion that?
Okay, wait a minute now.
May say there somewhere.
Your grandmother passed, but you were very close to your mother.
No, my grandmother passed. I was close to my mother.
You were close to your grandmother. Yeah, that's the traumatic loss. Okay. Because I thought you were talking about your mother right after you said grandma. I couldn't hear grandmother.
Oh, no.
Okay, and I was confused. Okay, no, not a problem. Okay, that's the one, that's the grandmother, I mean, that's the mother figure, tremendous loss involved with that. She actually does want to step through. And I do see that she's showing me herself as living to an advanced age because of the physicality. In other words, I see her physically. It looks like she has gray hair. It looks like she has full lips. She's more on the slender side. She's not standing as tall in her senior years as she'd like, but she looks pretty spry. I'll put it to you that way, my dear. Pretty spry. Gets around okay. She's wearing a dress in this particular vision she gives me of herself, and her legs are. It ends mid calf, and I do see her calves. I see her calves are skinny. She's thin woman, very spry, very active in the home. I see her making tea, doing things around the house. I don't know where she's living in the image she's giving me. I just see her being spry and active and very alert mentally right up to the end. That's one of the reasons why it's traumatic loss, is because it seems like she didn't degrade. The person was there right to the end, if you understand what I mean, personality. And also she shows... Yeah, she shows me herself as very opinionated, and would say to you things like, "Don't do that." She would be like telling you what to do or not do. Very good opinions, and you look to her for her opinions all the time. And she's laughing a little bit from spirit, saying, "I know you miss me. I know you miss me." She says, "I didn't mean to."
I do miss her.
Yeah. She says, I didn't mean to let you, I didn't mean to set you up like that, with all my opinions about everything. But, I was a very opinionated woman, she says, and you grew to rely on me for my judgment, my opinion. And as she talks about, that, there's something about an opinion to do with a man and you. Okay? There's something to do with opinion for you and a man. Yes. Okay, so she wants to talk about it. Okay, so there is somebody there, it looks like. Do you understand there's somebody there, please, in your life, a man?
Yes.
Okay, he's giving you...
Yes, now what about it?
Well, she's going to talk about it now. He's giving you a hard time. He's giving you a hard time, she's saying. Let me just get it clear 1 second. I just want to tune it up a little bit. Am I going to...
He's not giving me a hard. Well,
let me just,
but not as much.
Let me just go to what it is. Let me clear up my connection to her, because she's a little bit jumpy right now. Hold on. What do you want to say about this man? There's a man in her life, she says. There's a man in her life. All right, well, he's okay. She's not upset about him. But she says, I would give you my opinion about him if I could. She says, but I guess this is what I'd like to say. She gives me the opinion that no matter who you're with, it's never going to be good enough for you, okay, because of her opinion. Okay, he's never good enough for you, right? Even though he's not giving you technically a hard time, she doesn't feel that he really rises to the occasion enough to give you what you really need. And she also is showing me that sometimes you're very lenient and you don't make a lot of demands on the relationship or on him. And she also says sometimes this is going to be cute, get ready for this one. Sometimes he's a little lazy and giving you what you want and what you need. He's a little lazy. She's cute. Grandma's cute. She says, I wish he would give you more of what you want. She says, I wish he would give you more of what you want. And she says, you're the one that's really being easygoing about this. But if it were up to her, she'd give him a piece of her mind. And then she goes with her finger a little bit. So, anyway, Grandma comes in.
That's all. Okay, let me I have one. Okay, now, is it a future with us? Do you see a future with us?
Yeah, I was going to conclude what she wants to summarize about this. Do you want, Grandma, is there going to be a future there for them? Oh, she's going, she goes, I hope not. She's kind of cute. No, because she's teasing you. If she were if she were on Earth with you, she would always have this, she holds back a little bit. Grandma's that type. She would hold back a little bit. There's also a Mary or Monty or some kind of an M name that floats around the situation. I don't know whose name that is.
Mary.
It's an M name, like Monty, something like that, and I don't know who it is. It could be her, it could be somebody else in the family, it could be him. I don't really know who it is. Hold on, just let me get her opinion on him.
Grandma.
Hold on, honey. Let me just focus on her for a second. Okay. I wish that he would be a good family man. He does look very stable. She's showing me these things about him. He's very stable. He's a family man. He's a little bit selfish, a little into himself. And those are the things that you're overlooking, okay? It's not a bad thing. It's not like he's abusive or anything. It's just he's a little bit preoccupied sometimes with his own stuff. He's easygoing. You can rely on him. He's very stable. He's there for you. And I also see, it looks like, has he moved in with you? It looks like he's moving in.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? We've been thinking about getting our own place. That's probably what you're picking up on. I want it to happen.
Well, I do see that happening, okay? So she's showing me that you're going to move in together, okay? I see him.
Cool.
I don't know, but I do see somehow a garage. So if you don't have a garage yet, maybe you'll get a place with a garage. It looks like I don't know if you'll own this property. I think you may be renting it for a while, see how things go. He will like it. He will like to be with you. You will get along very well together. And she says you do have a good future together. He's not what I would choose for you. Again, back to Grandma having her own. She's very particular, her own opinion. She says, but he'll be okay. She says he'll be okay. He'll do for now. And she purses her lips a little bit. She's very cute. Timeline.
You know what? I miss her, and I've been trying to connect with her for so long. Like, grandmother, where you at? Because she connects with my mother, and I've just been trying to get in contact with her.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen, she says, with him. And she says, I am in contact with you constantly. She says, but you're not listening. You're not listening. You got your head in the clouds. She says she wants you to look down, get your head out of the clouds, look down to the ground more often, because she's going to be leaving you pennies every now and then, pennies from heaven. So keep looking for coins. That's going to be her way of discussing things or showing you things. And she says one coin means no, 2 coins mean yes. So if you ask questions and you find 2 coins, it means yes. Okay. So, and as far as him, soon. I don't know how long. Maybe 6 to 8 months. It looks like you're going to be getting your own place together. Okay.
6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask? I'm sorry. One more question. I want to hold up tonight. Now, do you see any jobs coming along?
Okay, I only do 1 question per person and/or 1 connection. So I'm already doing a life reading for you. So if you'd like a session with me, you're welcome to get a third off, a 30-minute reading, my dear. But I can't do everything because I have a lot of people waiting. Okay, honey?
No, I understand. Thank you. That was so accurate, right on time. I really appreciate the insight. And you have a great evening. May God bless and God keep you. Thank you again.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, everybody, I appreciate the interest, but I do try to spread the attention over the people here. Okay, Colita, because the time goes very fast, an hour disappears. Hello, Colita.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry about that. I was out and about.
Yeah, not a problem. For some reason or other, I feel your son something's going on with him now. Either you were out and about because of your son or your son's on your mind, but I just sense the energy of your son right now. What can I do for you this evening, love?
Anything that you feel is so very important to tell me that I really, really need to know. And if you have any special numbers for me today.
Everybody, I don't usually do numbers, everybody, but for her, I gave her some numbers and she said they came up in the lottery. I thought that was kind of cute. Actually, now to say, I don't know what now. Did I give you 4 and 2 last time? Because I see 4.
Yes, ma'am. You sure did.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm remembering what I gave you or what's new coming in on numbers, but I know this is funny, but what the hey? If numbers come in, Spirit can give numbers, by the way, everybody. It's not like it's unheard of. Okay, let me see for Colita numbers. You are playing numbers lately. Today I get 3 and 9. 3 and 9. And you like 3s. 3s are good for you. 3s are very good for you, okay? So pay attention to 3s. And they also say, your guides say, things come in 3s for you. So whatever it is you're working on right now is going to be one more thing that's going to happen, and then that's finally, that cycle will be ending. There's 2 things that have happened, and there's going to be a 3rd thing that's in succession. I need to find out what that is. One moment, please. This is for Colita. 2, 3. Okay, it's your health. Now, remember we were talking about you having an upset stomach? Okay, and then something else happened. I feel that it feels like you either hurt your hand Either stubbed it in something or closed it in something. Have you had anything else happen health-wise since the stomach ache?
No. Let me tell you something real quick because I know our time is short. My husband and I had paid for us to have a baby. Well, to go through the motions, my tubes were cut out and burnt. Had a procedure done. It got me very sick for a whole year. Are we going to, do you see, maybe is that what the spirit got? Are we going to have a girl, a baby?
Okay, so that's the second health thing. That's the getting your hand caught in the door. That's the thing that's the hand caught in the door. Okay, so that's what they meant by that. And so the second thing, I said things in threes. First was the stomach ache. Second, now you just told me about a health issue. It's conceiving a child. And you've already been through a lot of mishaps with that. And the door closed on you. Do you see what I'm saying? The door closed on you with that. And that's what they meant by that. Again, I know it came in a little rough, but thank you for helping me figure that out. So now the third thing is, will there be a child or not, Spirit? Hold on. For Kalita and her beautiful husband, Jason. Yes or no? Is that going to be the third thing? No, not right now. It's going to take a little while. The door's not closed on this for you, though. Now, are you trying to get you trying to get yourself impregnated with somebody else's ovum, somebody else's egg? Is that what it is? To go into your own?
No.
Oh, you want somebody to carry the child. So you want somebody to carry the child?
No, if I can do it myself, I would love to. But unfortunately, after the surgery and everything, it really did a lot of bad things to my health and my body.
Okay.
Internally.
Okay.
So I just want to know, how. I mean, this clock is ticking. I don't want to be 50 with a walker and a diaper taking care of a baby. So I just want to.
Well, my question is, so I can give you your answer, is you're not planning on carrying the child yourself, then you're looking for somebody to carry the child as well?
I would love to do it myself.
Okay, because that's what I was getting towards. Okay, I was looking at they were showing me that you're trying to get his sperm with somebody else's egg, but you to carry that child in your body. So let me just see that. Okay, that's what I was saying. Let me just see the possibilities of that, because right now it's not good. Let me just see what can be done about that. Yeah, first of all, I do think that you will be able to do it. And I think the doctors have given you some hope about that. They can do that with hormones. Women can carry a child, after that. The problem is, you lose the ability to have ovaries, to have your own eggs, but you can carry a child. You still can carry a child. It won't be that bad. It won't hurt as much as you think it will. It won't be as painful. For some reason, they bring that out to me, as if carrying the child could be painful for you physically. You won't feel that sick from it, and that it is quite possible. And don't give up on it. Okay. So what I'm getting is, as of today, it's possible. It's not going to happen instantly. There's going to be a little bit of tuning. Now, you've gone through this already. You said for 1 full year, you've tried to conceive his child, or you're just somebody else's child? Oh, somebody else's child. Okay. Yeah, his child with another woman's egg. Okay, hold on. Let me see. So he's already gone through all these procedures, Spirit. Yeah, there's always hope, though. With this life, there's hope, and you need to try something else. Try it a little different. Try a different doctor. Try a different way. There's a new clinic opening in your area. You need to look for that clinic. There's a new clinic opening up, birth and fertility clinic in your area. Now, I know you're in the Baltimore area. I believe Johns Hopkins is around you. Go there and see what they say. Have you been there for that?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, try them. See what they recommend. See where they can send you, if any place. They're certainly one of the most prestigious medical institutions in your area. But I feel there's something new going on, and that you'll be able to be, actually, it's a little bit experimental, and that you'll be able to be it's like a research thing, but you'll be one of the people that they can work with. I think that's what it's going to be.
Okay, and do you know what age I probably would be, Laura?
Not, I can say not 80.
No. Oh God, no.
I think this can. I know you're not going to like this answer. but it does take a little time. It does take a little time. So I get within 2 years you will be pregnant and carrying this child. Okay. Now I know I know you want it yesterday, but you can't rush things like that.
Okay, thank you, Lord. I so much appreciate it.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, tonight's a night of hard, difficult questions. That was a tough one. Okay, let's see who else has been waiting very long in the queue. I think we've got Anna Marie. That's right. She's been waiting a long time. Okay, Anna Marie.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for joining my mailing list. I truly appreciate that. And by the way, anybody listening, if you want to join my mailing list, be kept apprised of all the exciting things going on in Spirit Land with Laura, just go to spiritmediumtv.com, and on the right, you can join the mailing list directly. What can I do for you, my dear?
My question is, I was wondering, when do you see me getting employment contact from a job that I'm trying to get into? The company's name is Axiom Resource Management.
You want to know when you're going to hear from them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, when I will hear from them and when I'll get the call saying that you're hired, negotiation, everything.
Okay. So are you sure that you're going to get that hiring? Have you been told verbally?
Yes.
You're sure? Okay. Because I don't, a lot of times people don't realize this. They ask me a question, and so I answer it with the supposition, and then I find out later on they weren't even sure of the supposition. So I just wanted to make sure that you are. Okay. Hold on for a second. She's looking for the formal letter of intent here, Spirit. Will she get one with Axiom Resource Management? Yes or no? And when? It's going to come very shortly. It's within a week. You will not have to wait longer than that. I know you're rather anxious to get started on this new position. It feels like it should have happened yesterday as far as you're concerned. Don't be so anxious. Spirit is saying it'll be there for you. And then what I get is, as soon as you get it, they're going to want you there right away. Okay. So that's good, because that's what you really want to be there now. It's just, why is it being delayed, though, is the question. I don't understand that. Let me see something. No, it's not.
I might know why it's delayed a little.
I hear that it's really not delayed. It's the way they operate. It's just the way they operate. It's right where it needs to be. It's on somebody's desk. It needs to be signed. Okay, so I get it. There's somebody in the higher-ups there that needs to prove it, and he's been out of town a little bit, so that's what the reason, or he's been busy, hasn't been able to sign the paperwork. But the lower people in management have made the decision. I just need to get the paperwork all in order for you. Is that what you know also, honey?
Yeah, that, and I just had surgery.
Okay.
So they understand that I'm on short-term disability, and they know that I should be back into my job that I'm leaving at the end of July, and they wanted to pull me from there before I have to go back. Okay.
Well, I get within a week you're going to get the formal thing. So don't worry about that at all. And then you can start fairly quickly if you'd like. Okay, if you're not feeling well yet, I don't know about that, but I get that once that's done, the green light is on, and I feel they're reasonable people, and they'll work with you on starting date and everything else. And it's a very civilized place to work. It seems very nice. There's one woman there who I really like. She's really kind of reasonable. She's a no nonsense, get things done kind of person, but she's also got a really nice way about her, and she doesn't demand too much of people. She knows people have families, she knows people have needs, and she knows how to work with people and treat people like human beings, which is going to be refreshing for you.
Okay, and I know you have other callers, but one question is, will my short-term disability checks be coming in soon?
I'll give you a very high-level answer on that. Yeah, they should be coming in very soon. I hear ka-ching, ka-ching. Yeah, that you won't have to wait much longer on that. I don't know why. I don't even know why you're asking. It seems like it's done. It's in the bag. I guess the checks just haven't gotten to your house yet. But it feels like they're just they're just around the corner. So don't worry about it. Okay, sweetie.
All right.
All right, honey. You must have a lot of stress right now, Anna Marie. Everything's going to work out. Don't you worry.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
and
honey.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you as well, love. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, here we got somebody sitting here for quite a while. Shantae, I believe the name is. Is this Shantae?
Yes, hi.
Hi, honey. How are you? What's going on?
Good.
What's going on? What can I do for you?
I'm in the process of looking for work, and I was just wondering, would we pick up on that?
Okay. Okay, the first thing I get is, you seem very young. How old are you, sweetheart? Do you mind me asking?
25.
Yeah, you're pretty young. You're not putting a lot of effort in. That's the thing. You're like, it reminds me of somebody who's got a gun in their hand. They got to fire the trigger, and they're not firing it fast enough. So Spirit wants you to get a little bit more aggressive. Okay, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more on the ball, and it's not going to just roll in. You got to hustle right now. And I know you weren't expecting to have to really go out of your way. I think you kind of had an attitude of I'll find another job. I'll just do the steps. But they're telling me you have to work a little harder at getting the job. It also feels like you don't have a job right now. Is that correct, love?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I want you to get out. Get out the house and really work hard at this. And I don't know why they make it seem like you have to get out of the house, because most of the time we look on the internet for jobs. But it feels like you need to go. Oh, do you need to go to employment centers? Like job fairs, or you need to go to any kind of government agency that helps you find employment, and or any employment agencies. You need to pound the pavement so you get the job, and you need to spend time every day looking for the job, as if it were your job to find a job. And they say with a little bit of effort like this, you're going to get remarkable results. Okay, because you are a very, very desirable employee. I don't know, something about you also is extremely attractive. I don't know why they're telling me that. Like, you're very attractive. Now, that has something to do with it, they're telling me, because you look good when you go on interviews. So it's all going to work in your favor. So don't be passive. Just be a little more aggressive, and it's right there for you. Within 4 to 6 weeks with this kind of activity, you're going to have a job, and it's going to be a lot more exciting and glamorous than you even imagined it would be. I feel more... I have to say, I do feel that the job would be more exciting and glamorous than maybe you were thinking it would be. And maybe it's more of a high profile, maybe it's in the entertainment business, but it's something that's a little bit more glamorous, like public relations, which is what you're uniquely suited for. And the job is going to become your friend. It's not going to be a job. It's going to be fun. Okay? So think of all of them.
I just have one little issue is that I'm in school right now, so my availability is in the evening. That's why I wasn't sure which type of job to look for.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, now you're a great example of asking a question that suggests that you are looking for a full-time job during the day because of the way you asked the question. So I'm answering it with that assumption there. So what I want to say, so everything is true. Obviously, you don't have a lot of effort. You're not putting a lot of effort in to get a job if you're going to school during the day. But ultimately, I do feel you still need to put in effort, even if it's in the evening, and then you need to look to something, as I said already, that's more entertainment-oriented. So you may end up doing something like maybe in an entertainment venue. Maybe you'll be hostessing, or something like that. You're a very glamorous type, and it would work well for you for now until you can get out of school. Public relations, hosting, that kind of a thing, and you'll be very, very good in the front visibility to people. That's why now I know why they told me that about your looks. Okay. Okay, and don't hesitate. You're gonna get a very fun job. You're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know it could be this easy. Okay, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, love. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you want a 30 minutes, 1/3 off 30 minutes, just go to spiritmediumtv.com. Item number 1A on that page gives you a big sale because I can't get to you all. Everybody is I'm so happy you all came in this evening, but the show is just about to
90 seconds.
90 seconds, actually. So remember, everybody, to love yourself. Okay? And with that, I'm going to end the show a minute early. Thank you all so much for tuning in. God bless.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.